Hi, my name is Barry Crampton. Today I'm going to show you around our Mercedes-Benz GLC class and then take you for a ride in it. First I'll tell you a little bit more about it. It's a 2.1 GLC220d AMG line G-Tronic 4MATIC. It's 2,143cc, 2016 on the 66 plate, has done 38,958 miles. Will have done a little bit more as I think I'm going to use this vehicle. Very, very nice it is indeed. Very economical. Fuel consumption, urban 51.4, extra urban 60.1, combined is 56.5, top speed of 130 miles per hour out of 168 brake horsepower, 16 valve engine. Road tax for 12 months is £125, 6 months is £68.75. I'll just show you around it. This is what I like to see, going back to the old days, the big Mercedes emblem on the front. You used to pay extra to have all your grille replaced to get something that size. We've got xenon headlamps just in the grille here and the sides. There's front parking sensors, the diamond cut and dark silver AMG alloy wheels, 5 twin spokes, brushed aluminium around the windows and also the roof carrier system, rear privacy glass, electric boot release. We've got a reversing camera, all my camera stuff in the back, but it is quite a big space. It's also got a removable tow bar, which is brand new and in the back here. Split rear seats that fold down individually. Power close tailgate, again privacy glass, and we've got the integrated rear spoiler there, twin exhaust tips and also reversing sensors in the bumper. Plenty of headroom, like brand new in the back, has the overmats there. We've also got a couple of nets, kind of parcel nets, dog nets, they all fit in the back here and stop anything flying forward when you brake suddenly. It's got the contrast stitching around all the edges, and this, what I like about this, it's almost like speaker in your house wood. It's a really nice grainy effect, but black wood, and again that's contrast by this brushed aluminium trim on all the vents here, the handle, the window switches, rear center armrest here with just a bit of space in there. It's very well finished off, and that's where I would have my seat normally, and I've still got room. You've got the rear child Isofix anchor points as well in the back here. And I'll just take you for a drive in it. Whoops, and mat. So we've got proper keys like so to get in, but it's got keyless go. However, that's the keyless go bit, and if you prefer, like I do, to put a key in and then you know where it is, then you can use that. But so that's it anyway. It's just like a sort of button that clicks in. So here we go, foot on the brake, we'll start it. Height and reach adjustable steering wheel, multifunction. So just going to show you the reversing camera there, and went for the Range Rover reverse selector, but we're in a Merc which is over here, so on to reverse there. And as you can see, we nice camera there, and as you turn the wheel it shows you where you're going to get, where you're going to go, where you're going to hit if you carry on in that direction. First impressions of this car, I really like it. It's obviously like a C-Class, but just a bit higher up, which is what I like these days. So good heater on it, which again need today because it is cold. Turn that down. There's the fan, that's the max switch. Turn it down. We've got heated seats on the door here. As I say, this I think that's probably the nicest wood that I've seen, but that's kind of this black heavy grain wood looks is my sort of taste. Black inside. The multifunction steering wheel there. We're at a different place today. There's workmen at the place I normally video, and to be honest, the route that I go up the motorway these last few times, it's like taking your life in your hands every single day. Every time you go up there, there's always somebody trying to kill you. So I'm going to try this nice country lane. We've got the information display in the centre. You can have the digital speedo, which I prefer to the old analogues. I like the clocks, but certainly when you're in a 30-mile-an-hour zone, it's a lot better when you can see the number there, and you know you're not going to go trip a speed camera or something, which it's easy for cars these days to run away with you, and before you know it, you're doing 40 or 50 and it feels like 30 miles an hour. We've got power folding door mirrors. Real good spec on this car. It's handy, two vans on a narrow road parking directly opposite. I'm pretty sure he didn't need to park there, but I've got to be honest, I won't argue with him. He looks like he's got a bad temper. There we go, and a third van there with glass racks on the side to go through the centre of those in this little country village. So here we go, we've got this kind of mouse touch thing in the centre here. You see, I move my finger across there and it goes along the bottom. I'd far rather use the rotary wheel there. My fingers don't seem to work on things like this. So you can flip up like so, turn it. You got media there, telephone, the vehicle. There we go, there's the vehicle settings, dynamic select. Click on that and you can there we go, get the steering and so on. But car drive's so good. You know, Mercedes-Benz spend millions and millions of pounds with technicians setting the car up just right, and then they give you controls to change it. It just seems like a recipe for disaster to me. But you can, let's see, you can set comfort and economy, but not a very good explanation. But to be fair, it's a waste of time. That's sport. Click sport. What does it do? It sharpens the throttle response up, I suppose. Usually the steering wheel, I haven't read about it, to be fair. I've been struggling for time today. We've got paddle shift on the steering wheel, and so the gear selector is on the right hand side here. You've got electric window controls here. We'll go back to, just click that. There's a star button there, and then take it across to navigation. Click on nav, then you've got to click at, I agree, it's more like a TomTom nav than a car or map pilot, whatever they call it there. And that's, so it's easy enough to do without taking your eyes off the road. We've got the speed limit as well, the warning there telling you how fast you can go. It's a very, very nice car. Nice big front centre armrest. You click that button, opens up. We've got 2 cup holders there, and then 2 rather large bottle holders, or Big Bertha holders in there. That fits in nicely. This heated seat is doing a heck of a job. So just going around it, airbags everywhere, A pillar and B pillar there, rear privacy glass, the integrated spoiler, the front and rear parking sensors, reversing camera. This again, the brushed aluminium, which is a nice contrast to the black leather and the black wood. This is a really, really nice environment, and Mercedes-Benz have a great knack of making leather look like plastic. They do Artico leather. I'm thinking this is leather, but I couldn't swear to it 100%. And it's always been the case on Auto Trader. You see cars advertised with leather, and you know very well they're not. And we have to be so careful these days, because if you advertise it as leather and it's not, then the customer can make you put leather in. It's ridiculous. You know, I wish everybody else, I wish all sellers of all items were held to such a high standard as Motor Traders, whereas once they say something, they have to do it. Like politicians, for instance, that would be a good thing, wouldn't it? If once they say something, it's got to be true, otherwise they've got to make it true. Anyway, we'll rant over there. We've got here, get a bit further away, that's it. So the reach, or your leg room, is adjusted by a lever, but on the side we've got electric controls for height there and backrest. That's just nice for me, like an armchair. Lovely in the back, finished in silver, which of course is the colour of the Mercedes-Benz racing team, the silver arrows, and all the old classics, always silver, the gull wings, beautiful cars. So we've got Bluetooth hands-free, Bluetooth audio streaming. Let's just go back on this mousy thing. Probably won't play now, but media, Bluetooth audio pause, I can play that. Click on that. Let's just see. So that's it. A good audio system. We're just doing, sorry, I should have cruise control on there. We're doing 69 miles an hour, just coming up to the end of the motorway really. 69, click it again, up to 70. We're doing 70 in 9th gear, according to this, drive 9, which no wonder they're so economical. Can you imagine if you had a manual gearbox? J9, you'd have an arm out here. 1500 revs, in fact just below 1500 revs, nice and quiet. With it being four-wheel drive, a little bit more road noise than you would get in a saloon, a little bit more tyre noise, but the big tyres. Just adjust the door mirrors there. There you go, that's one. Click it over to the other. There you go, so they all work as you would expect. It's got Mercedes-Benz service history, which I'll cut into. We've checked it on VCheck, and you probably think to yourself, well, you know, if you didn't know whether that was a write-off or not, then there's something wrong. But to be honest, there's one on VCheck today that is at a main BMW agents. That's an unrecorded write-off, and the main BMW dealers have been caught out. We check all our cars on VCheck, and I advise you to to do exactly the same, because you just never know. Cars don't need to be registered with MIAFTA when they've been written off. It's a bit of a loophole with the insurance companies, and the insurance companies are making the most of it, and so are some unscrupulous traders. They know they're not going to be, they know they're not going to show up on HPI or Experian as Cat S, Cat N, Cat Cs, Cat Ds. So they buy them, they do them up. I have no faith in how they do them up and the quality of work, and then they sell them on to unsuspecting members of the public and even unsuspecting members of the trade. I have to admit now, I'm absolutely paranoid that we'll get caught, although I do check everything religiously. But this, I'll try and remember to cut the reporting to show that it's been searched on the VCheck's records go back to 2015, so this couldn't have been done before 2016, because there's still a danger that anything 2014 backwards is not going to show up either, and could still be a write-off, or could have been written off before then. Enough of the scare stories. I'll finish the test drive here. Thank you for watching. Remind you to look at our website, ggcars.co.uk. Click on the web store. It's just before Christmas. If you buy anything using our links, we do get a small commission. It does help run the website and do the videos. We've got 10,000, well, in total we've probably got about 13,000 subscribers now. And the web store, if you can't or don't want to buy a car off us, or we haven't got a car that you want, then at least thanks for looking, and we might be able to save you money on some of our affiliate links. And see you in the next video. Thanks very much for watching.